Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Garage Reviews. I am Raghav Gupta and today I have with me a 2011 Maserati Gran Turismo SMC Sportline. Now that is a mouthful of words for a very special car. And now why exactly I say a special car is because in this video I'm going to be talking about why this car is the perfect Ferrari replacement. So without any further ado guys, let's get started. But before we start, let me first give you an overview and the reason why we're comparing this car to a Ferrari. To be specific, it's the Ferrari California T. Now there are two main reasons. First, the California T, because the price of this car is comparable to that of the California T. Number two is because the engine, the core of this car is actually made in conjunction with Ferrari and Maserati. That is the main reason why I'm comparing this car to a Ferrari. Regarding the comparison, we're going to be doing that on three fronts. Number one, styling, then comes performance, and then number three comes the practicality. That is how practical both the cars are. And the reason why we're comparing it in these three fronts is because those are the core three things that a person looks at while buying a supercar or a sports car like these cars. And so those are the things we are going to be talking about in this video. So let's start. Let's kick off this review from the front end of the Maserati. First off, just by a single glance, you can see how good looking and handsome this car is. This car truly is a gentleman's spec when it comes to speccing out a car. It is the perfect combination of sleek, stylish, class, everything really. One thing is for definitely sure, if you're driving the Maserati Gran Turismo S, this car on the Indian roads or any road, in fact, you definitely will be turning hundreds of heads on the road just because of how this car looks. But anyways, let's talk about some details now. For example, if you look at the headlamps of the car, we have a projector headlamp setup, but just the way it looks, you can see how sleek it is, how well it fits in with the car. Absolutely amazing. The grille of the car, we have the traditional Maserati grille with the Maserati logo front and clear in the center of the car, along with another Maserati logo given on the hood of the car. So that is one styling cue. Yet if you look down over here, the splitter of the car completely finished in carbon fiber, which is like the key thing of any sports car, that is carbon fiber. So overall, this car definitely looks so good. Even in the front end, you can see how sloped down it is, how good it looks, which definitely has to do with the aerodynamics of the car. But in terms of styling alone, that gives this car the sleek look which everyone loves in any sports car. Comparing this styling to the California T, not to say that the California T doesn't look good, it's good, but in my personal opinion, I definitely would 100% go for the look and design of the Maserati Gran Turismo S compared to the California T. Do let me know what you think in the comments down below, but personally I would definitely go for the Maserati. But when you come to the side profile of the Maserati Gran Turismo, this is where you can see all the proportions of the car, how well balanced this car is, how nice it looks, how classy it looks. Comparing it to a Ferrari California T, that car too looks nice, but this car is just a level higher. That is in my personal opinion. You come out of a Ferrari California T, you look stylish, people look up to you, which is cool and all, but when you come out of a Maserati, you have a certain class. People look up to you as you are a gentleman. And that, in my opinion, is what I personally want to go for. And I think that Maserati and Pininfarina have done a really good job while designing the Gran Turismo S. And that is right, you heard me correct, Pininfarina as well, because Maserati Gran Turismo SMC Sportline was made in conjunction with Pininfarina as well, and there is a badging for Pininfarina given on the front fender of this car. But anyways, enough of that, let's talk about the small details of this car. For example, if you look at the alloy wheels of the car, they look absolutely gorgeous, fit in with the car really well, giving it the sporty and a classy vibe at the same time. Moving just behind that on the front fender, you can see we have functional vents in this car to cool down that massive engine, which we will talk about later on in the review. Coming to this portion over here, you can see we have the carbon fiber overload in this car, because this car does have the carbon fiber package with it. For example, if you see the ORVM of the car, completely finished in carbon fiber, the side skirt of the car completely finished in carbon fiber, the door handle itself draped with carbon fiber. And how could we ever forget on the rear fender of the car the beautiful Maserati logo given right there. In my personal opinion, the Gran Turismo is one absolutely drop dead gorgeous car. The rear of the car says the same thing as well. Everything in this car has been fit in so very well that it just goes with the look really nicely. Let's start off with the tail lamps. The tail lamps have a very simple design which goes for the classy design, but as you look at the duck lip spoiler of the car, once again being the carbon fiber package completely finished in carbon fiber, that gives it the sporty look. Just like the side profile I said, it's classy but sporty. That's what the rear says as well. If you see over here, we have this chrome finish everywhere, even the Maserati logo finished in chrome, giving it that classy look. But you move down over here and you see the quad exhaust tips in this car and the absolutely beautiful and humongous diffuser, once again finished in carbon fiber, give it the sporty look. And as long as we are talking about the sporty look and the exhaust as well, have a listen to how this car sounds in a cold starter. So that was the cold startup of this car, but we did not rev the car because the engine was cold and all that stuff. So that is why we will rev the car, don't fret, we will rev it, but when we talk about the performance. So if we talk about the interior styling of the Maserati Gran Turismo SMC Sportline, which is this car, first off talking about the steering wheel. The steering wheel is absolutely gorgeous. It is draped in carbon fiber. You can see the whole steering wheel is finished in carbon fiber. The inserts are leather, and everything has such a great fit and finish. It's a multifunction steering wheel. Obviously we have all the normal things that you may require while driving cars, such as the volume controls over here, voice command over here, call end or picking up button over here, mute button, and the source button for your radio controls, and the track tuning buttons over here. But what we actually need in a sports car is beautiful big paddle shifters, which this car does have. As you can see, we have finished in carbon fiber, obviously downshift paddle over here and the upshift paddle on the other side. And trust me when I say this, when you actually press these paddle shifters, they have such a satisfying click to it that they take me away every single time. I absolutely love it. But anyways, if we talk about some other things such as the driver instrument cluster, as you can see, we have a great big tachometer over here which revs all the way up to 7,600 RPM. We have the engine temperature over here. We have the small display which gives you all the necessary information such as odometer and all that stuff. A speedometer over here along with the fuel meter over here. But when you move on to the center console in the car, that's where you can see we have the radio system over here along with a touch. But other than that, we have some other buttons related to the driving mode, such as sport mode, traction control, parking functions, and all those kind of buttons over here. But if we talk about the whole fit and finish of the car, it is really gorgeous. The Gran Turismo S really is a gentleman's car, and everything is so sophisticated, just like it should be, even in the interior over here. Now before we move any further in this review, I would especially like to thank Rally Motors, who are the people responsible for lending me this car for a review. They have an absolutely amazing inventory of many other luxury cars which are there for sale for you guys. If you are interested in any car here in the used car market, definitely contact them using the links in the description down below. And if you are interested in this Maserati, I have given the details of this car in the description once again. So a very special thanks to Rally Motors here in Gurgaon for giving me this car for a review. It's because of them that this video is possible. And as far as we are talking about this video, if you have liked this video so far, be sure to smash that like button and give this channel a subscribe so that you do not miss out on any such epic content in the future as well. Don't forget to push that notification bell as well. Alright, so that's all. Let's continue with the video now. And now for the moment you've all been waiting for, and that is the performance figures of the Maserati Gran Turismo SMC Sportline. First off, let's open up the hood in this car and have a look at that engine. And like I told you in the start of the video as well, this is actually a Ferrari derived engine. It's a 90-degree V8 engine, a 4.7 litre one, which is capable of producing 433 brake horsepower and 361 pound-feet of torque. Those are absolutely massive numbers. All of that equates that this car can do 0 to 100 in under 5 seconds. That is a bonkers fast car. After all, it is a Ferrari driven engine. And you can see the bits of Ferrari engines because the engine itself is actually red, as you can see. But anyways, that's about the performance figures of the Maserati Gran Turismo. But we were comparing this car to the California T. In terms of performance alone, the California T does do better. It can do 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds compared to the under 5 seconds of the Gran Turismo. So it is a little quicker, and the exact performance figures of the car can be seen on your screens right now. But what we have to consider is that the California T, at the time when both the cars were new in 2011, both the cars had quite a large price difference. And what exactly it is, you can once again see it on your screens right now. Now, having seen that, I still would prefer the Gran Turismo over the California T because the amount of money that I'm saving buying this car, it just makes sense. And even if you look at it, 433 brake horsepower and a 0 to 100 speed in under 5 seconds is not at all slow. And given the looks of this car, which I already told you, I prefer over the California. So in my personal opinion, I still would go for the Gran Turismo. What would you guys do? Let me know in the comments down below. But as far as performance goes, that's not all, because this being the Gran Turismo SMC Sportline, we do get some other features up its sleeve as well. For example, this car is half an inch lower than the normal Gran Turismo, which means a lower center of gravity, which means better performance. And then the suspension of this car is also more stiffened up compared to the normal variant, which means better cornering of the car as well. So definitely do keep that in mind, because this is the SMC Sportline variant. You see, we do have quite a lot of practicality over here. The glove box is decently sized, not very large, but according to a sports car, it is enough. You can easily keep like the owner's manual and stuff over here. You get an aux port and a USB port right there. Moving to the center console stack, you can see we have a space over here for keeping your mobile phone, and just behind that we do have 2 cup holders in this car as well. And if you see inside this portion over here, you have a large storage cubby here for keeping some stuff right there as well. And moving to the doors as well, you can see we have a lot of space for keeping stuff right there as well. Even for the back seats, you can see we have 2 cup holders and a space for keeping their mobile phones. And even if you look at the trunk of the car, you can see we have quite a large trunk considering it's a sports car, 261 liters of it. Whereas comparing it to the Ferrari California T, you only get 240 liters in it. And so that was my review and comparison of the Maserati Gran Turismo SMC Sportline compared to the California T. If you like this video, please guys give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think about both the cars, if you agree with me or not. Share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to the channel would be absolutely amazing, because it gives me much more motivation to create more such content just like this for you guys. Thank you to you guys for watching this video, and a very special thank once again to Rally Motors for lending me this car for a review. Once again, if you need any more information on this car or any other car in their inventory, you can contact them using the links in the description down below. But anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one.